Now, I know you've heard me mention these groups before. Um, the Novations, the Donatists, the Circasiliums, the Lapsi, and the Tridores. Um, there was a persecution in AD 250, right? And Cyprian was alive to see this, and so was Pope Stephen I of Rome. And both Cyprian and Stephen argued, but both wound up letting um, the penitent back into the church. But there was a group led by an anti-pope. His name was Novations. Who had a group saying, no, if you deny Christ under pain of death, then that's it. You can't repent of that. And these are the Novations. And they called those who had out of weakness broke and worshipped other gods or burned incense to other gods to save themselves and their families as Lapsi. Understandable, but the church has one position, and that's compassion and forgiveness. And many times the Lapsi would have to kneel outside of the church for 3 years before they could be let back in to the nave, or even accept the Eucharist, right? Now, Novations called themselves something, and it's the same thing that the Donatists called themselves, because later on, after the Diocletian persecution, which was the worst persecution um, in North Africa, there sprouted up people who said, those who deny the faith of Christ, they're the Tridores, basically the same thing as the Lapsi, traitors. And we, who did not deny Christ, are the Christians in the true church. And we're not letting the Tridores back in. And both the Novations and the Donatists called themselves Cathars. Now, Cathar has nothing to do with the Albigensians or the Gnostics. Cathar just meant purist, meant the righteous ones. And when it was um, used against various Gnostic sects, it was used sarcastically, right? But what happened is that martyrdom stopped when when it effectively stopped when Constantine won against Licentius at Milvian Bridge, and there's no more persecution. So there's a sect of Donatists that broke off that became Circasiliums, and these people would see a Roman legion marching past and attack them with weapons made out of balsa wood and cardboard, so that they would be killed violently and therefore achieve martyrdom. Screwy, isn't it? So when you hear me talk about the Novations, the Lapsi, the Circasilium, the Donatists, the Tridores, these are who I'm talking about. And many groups get called Cathar in the past. But the Cathar that I speak about when I'm talking about the Bogomils or the Albigensians or the Paulicians, that's the Gnostics. These people, again, it's used as an insult. Oh, you're the pure ones because you're without mercy, you know. Um, but no, the guy that started Novations was an anti-pope. He almost became the Bishop of Rome, and they actually had quite a big following. And they were probably the ones that stoned Hypatia to death. not Clement of Alexandria, but the Novations. Peace to you.